we got to go trailer roundup here. We got to talk about Loki season 2. New trailer. Okay, the first official trailer. We got a lot of Mobius and Loki adventures. Owen Wilson back alongside Tom Hiddleston. We got Ki Kwan also here. We got Sylvie here. Um, it's gonna be. It seems like this is a chance for the MCU to kind of get a little bit back on track. Do you think they're going to be able to recapture that magic, Ricky, from season 1? Probably the best project that they have series wise, and probably up there with the best of Phase 4. Can the MCU recapture that magic from season 1?
I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but no.
I don't think so either, bro.
You can't. Like, Loki season 1 was too good. And again, great marketing by Marvel. Oh, Secret Invasion finale, the worst finale of all time. Terrible, not a good season of television. Way under expectations, anticipation levels. Oh, let's just throw over Loki, something that's well regarded. Loki season 1, something that's beloved by Marvel fans. Oh, let's just give them a trailer and let them forget about Secret Invasion. Great marketing. It's like Godfather 3. Like, just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Exactly.
It's just like, you mother effers, because this looks good. It literally looks good visually too, unlike Secret Invasion. And it also, again, it's something that we're already accustomed with. We know it's good. It has an established season, right? It has that character depth that Secret Invasion didn't have with Nick Fury. Like Loki issues, time jumping. Ki Kwan looks like that's a perfect role for him, even though it looks small. You have the relationships already established with Moby, with Sylvie. Like, they're already entrenched. We didn't have that in Secret Invasion. We just get Nick Fury thrown in, has a wife. Ben Mendelsohn, oh, he's dead. And then you have stakes. Kang. A lot of Kang in this trailer.
Victor Timely.
A lot of Kang. Victor Timely. They definitely did not shy away from Jonathan Majors. His court date is this month. That is going to be interesting. We'll see what happens. We'll update you here on TDI. But yeah, man, like, this looks good. I definitely don't think it'll be as good as season 1, because season 1 was just a revelation. We didn't think we had WandaVision. I wasn't as high on it as most people, but I still liked it a lot. It's the second best Marvel show that we've had. But Loki season 1 was a revelation. This can't match that. But especially with the expectation levels are so high now. But it does look great. It does look great.
I think the biggest part of this trailer is definitely Victor Timely, even though he had one line in the entire trailer. And you talked about Jonathan Majors. What's his future in the MCU? Supposed to be the big bad going into Kang Dynasty, potentially into Secret Wars for Phase 5 and 6 of the MCU, the next Thanos. So what I'm thinking is that this variant, I bet, is the main villain of this series, despite only having one line here, right? I don't think they kind of shied away from him in the trailer, but just by him appearing at the end, having that one line, I think they're anticipating that this trial, whatever that's coming with him, with Jonathan Majors, it's going to go in there. It's going to go in his favor, and that he's going to eventually be installed. It's like, okay, we're not steering away from him. By him just appearing in this trailer at all, it shows me like, okay, they wanted to be the big bad, but you can't have him in too much of the trailer because of all like how he would kind of haunt the trailer before the show comes out. Everyone would be talking about Jonathan Majors and like the cloud that surrounds him, this dark cloud that surrounds him. So I have a feeling like he actually is in a lot of this series. They just could not show it. I'm interested actually a lot in Owen Wilson this season, because Owen Wilson is not only going to be in Loki season 2, he's going to have a major appearance in Deadpool 3 alongside Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. And then who also is going to be in Deadpool 3 as a TVA agent, our boy Tom from Succession, Matthew McFadden. Will he make a cameo in Loki season 2?
Yes.
Let's start to talk about that, because I think that is more realistic than not. Because, well, he's a TVA agent.
TVA.
Where else do we see TVA agents?
You have to introduce him somewhere, and you have to introduce him then in Loki. You can't just throw him in Deadpool 3.
Oh, dude, seeing him bounce off like the Mobius, the Owen Wilson character, I think that would be electric,
Oh my
right?
God, yeah.
And the
It-
trickster that is like a Loki with Tom Hiddleston, great.
He'll be
Um,
great next to Moby, like more of a straight edge, do it like just trying to please Moby, the kind of more detective type of TBA agent, like he said in the trailer, right? And next to a Tom Hiddleston, who's the trickster, got a mischief. Then you have Tom. Like it's perfect. It'd be
yeah,
great balance. So they have to introduce him at some point. My last thing,
Cam, like
we
post credit for Loki season 2, probably.
I think he should be in it.
Maybe the back half of the season, maybe the
Yeah.
last couple episodes, but like I don't think he was cast in time to be filming most of the season.
Oh, that would make sense. But okay, I think we're a little too high. Our anticipation levels are
We're
already
looking
getting too
ahead.
high.
We're looking ahead.
But I think to get us back down to earth, again, this is a Marvel TV show,
Ground
Disney
us.
Plus show. So we have to have a grain of salt here. We have to be honest, realistic. And
It's
they have
Loki
not been
though.
good.
It's
So
Loki. This is like
I know,
the bar is
but hold
set
on.
higher here.
So again, the main writer, Michael Waldron, he's gone. Okay. His co-writer, it's Eric something. He's still on board. He's now the main writer here. He worked on Rick and Morty before. He's also worked with Michael Waldron on other things, but he's still a part of it. So I still think the core Loki feel is going to be here. The vibes are still going to be here. But again, we have to, and I still trust it, but we have to just, again, just in the back of our mind, kind of put it more in the forefront of our mind, saying this might not be as good as what we're saying. They fooled us once, they fooled us twice. Like, how many times are we going to be fooled before we don't get fooled again? So again, I think it's
Shout
going to
out
be
W.
good.
Shout out J. Cole.
Thank you. I'm just saying we need to not get too excited.
I think
I
the
know
writer's
it's
name was
tough.
Eric Martin, right?
Eric Martin, thank you. Again, I'm not. He's a great writer. Clearly, Rick and Morty on the first season of Loki, but again, we just need to, take a chill
Temper
pill.
expectations.
Yes, as hard as it is, because this does look great. We need to temper it just a little bit.
Great poster. The poster was amazing.
Poster's good.
The face of Loki and like the winding staircase of all the characters running and the different variants. Like I think what Loki was why the first one was so special, the stakes felt so high for a Disney Plus show, right? And like these other Disney Plus shows, they don't feel high whatsoever. They feel like they don't matter. Like Loki felt like it mattered and there were implications for the future. And you introduce the next big bad. That's what made Loki so good. What are they going to do in season 2 to keep those stakes at that level, to keep it that high? And is Loki the catalyst for the MCU now? Are things going to happen in this show that gets people pumped up, excited, and has consequences for the future of the MCU? It's crazy we're saying that about Loki. Who would have ever thought that we'd be in this position back in 2011? But here we are, Loki the catalyst.
Yeah, my last thing is going to be, I think a big problem with Marvel, and a part of that Marvel fatigue, is that everything matters and everything is world ending, right? Everything is about the world collapsing, especially in phase 4, right? Shang-Chi, like, oh, it's the end of the world, right? Quantumania, end of the world. And like, this is C-list, D-list superheroes in Marvel, but it's end of the world. Like, everything is end of the world. So relative speaking, nothing is end of the world. Everything's the same, smaller scale. When it's huge scale, it's world enders.
Like that's what Guardians. It's like saving our friends.
Saving our friends.
That's the smallest of scale, but felt so massive and so emotional. But like that's good.
Right. And here it's like it's world ending, but the thing is, we're already established and is a big bad of the MCU here. So I think for here it works. Going forward, though, we can't keep doing that. The Marvels this fall, that's going to be another world ender type of situation. It literally destroys worlds, that newest trailer. We can't keep doing this. So again, this one you have to, because we have a Kang involved, the next big bad, or the big bad of this next phase in Marvel. But besides Loki, we can't just keep doing world ending things. I just wanted to make sure I get that point across, because Loki, we'll get away with it here, but Shang-Chi 2, we can't do that again.
This is interesting. Like it all comes back to me. It's like the stakes are so high because, like, first of all, the big bad. It's Kang. It's a variant of Kang, and this is the third appearance already by Jonathan Majors in MCU projects. It makes me wonder, like, this plan that people talk about is like a different variant is going to be in multiple projects, and Jonathan Majors is playing a different type of Kang in those projects. It's very exciting, and it makes me think, like, will he like continue to sprout and pop up in phase 5 of the MCU with a lot of projects that we don't care about, like, or characters that we don't care too much about or have much investment in. Like, how are you going to get us intrigued? Make it a Kang variant that's like the big bad, or it's like in some way involved with the story. I think that's how you're going to keep me invested into it. Okay. Uh, any other thoughts? I think we talked about Kiwai Kwan. We can talk about him a little bit. He's just playing Kiwai Kwan, right? He's not doing much. I think he's going to be in one episode or two episodes. Maybe gets like a little shine in the finale. But I didn't anticipate much from his character. Uh, I think he's okay that he's showing up here. I'm interested in Sylvie. Like with Sylvie cliffhanger in the last one was insane after she kills, right, He Who Remains, right, the first time Jonathan Major shows up, like seeing like the consequences and like the relationship between Loki and Sylvie afterwards. I think that's going to be a huge part, obviously, of season 2. And good to see her back. She looks a little different, but it's good to see her back too. She was one of the best additions to Phase 4 of the MCU.
For sure.